Bat Force Radio.
Bat Force Radio is rated M for mature, or should that be immature?
Hey guys, Dustin Nguyen.
Hey, this is Scott Snyder.
This is Paul Dini.
And you're listening to Bat Force Radio.
And you're listening to Bat Force Radio.
You're listening to Bat Force Radio.
This is Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, and you're listening to Bat Force Radio, so stay tuned.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Everything Batman. Today's a special episode in which we will be reviewing Megacon. As you could tell, we have quite the cast this evening of guests. A lot of us attended Megacon this past weekend and had more fun than we expected. So let me just go down the panel. Returning past guests, we got Foggy Knight.
What's up? How's it going, man?
Chilling. Here for the first time, the Super 80.
Hey.
Returning guest as well, my partner in crime this weekend. We got Coltrez.
What's going on?
Returning for the third time, it's pretty much her show now. We got Lis Wonder.
Hey.
And on the show for the first time, a good friend, Mateo. So where do we even begin with this week? Wow. So Megacon just passed. It's a 4-day event in Orlando. What does preparation look like for you guys when it comes to like a con of this size? Because for the most part, a lot of us traveled from different parts of the country, or even if it's Florida. Like if you're traveling in Florida, it's still like a hassle. But like so Foggy, like you, for example, you had multiple cosplays and you came in from where?
I came in from Virginia. So, it was, it's a ways from Florida. For me, basically, it was a big combination of figuring out what I was going to wear each day, planning that out. You're also trying to line up, different photographers from all over the place ahead of time. And then, talking amongst my friends, these guys, figuring out what they're wearing each day. So, if you want to do a photo shoot together, I mean, there's not a lot of times throughout the year where we're in the same place at the same time. So it's, figuring out, hey, are you going to wear this on Friday or on Saturday? So if you want to do a collab together, you can do that. So for me, it's just figuring out and kind of timing everything up. And then from there, just, praying everything makes it in one piece. And once you're there, just, you think you have a plan, but then it's just kind of winging it.
Awesome. And you ended up driving because the amount of cosplay or how the bulk of the cosplay that you had with you, which is something that a lot of people don't think of.
Yeah, I was going to fly it, but I had this, I debuted Mandalorian and just realized I don't have enough space to put it in bags. Like it's, over 30 pieces. So, I didn't want it to break. So I ended up just kind of getting a refund for my ticket and took the plunge and drove, and at least I knew I was safe, doing it that way.
Nice. So Adi, how about you? Like you had a similar cosplay that was kind of bulky. Like how do you prepare for that?
Well, make sure you have all the pieces before you leave. That's like the first and foremost, most important part. Like lay out everything. Like I literally every cosplay that I had, I laid it all out on my bed to make sure I had everything. Because as Liz knows, sometimes I forget things. So like
sometimes
a lot of times I forget things. So I had to lay everything out, put them in their own little baggies and things like that. And then you have to like figure out how you're going to organize everything in your car to make sure like nothing breaks in a box, or you don't put something like, I don't know, like nothing breaks, because that would like the worst thing that could happen. You come into the con and everything's broken. And then of course, like, it's just like what Foggy was saying, it's just like getting everything organized. Like if you're going to collab with someone or coordinate, make sure you have all of that together. I brought extra cosplays just in case. And literally it's just kind of going with the flow too. Like this year, I just was like, you know, I want to make sure I have all my cosplays. And other than that, I was just like, I'm gonna go with the flow. I just really want to have a lot of fun and really take it in, you know, enjoy the time with like the friends and stuff. So a lot of the preparation was like the stress was literally just organizing my stuff and all of that. Other than that, I just went with the flow.
Nice. Mateo, how about you, man? You like to cover your eyes a lot, so you have a lot of pieces that can't break.
Yeah, we gave it away. Prepping up for the cons, it's just figuring out what suits I want to do. If I have something that I want to pull out of the bag, like this cosplay, making its debut, nobody really knew about it except for maybe like a handful of people. So honestly, just kind of like, hey, I'm going to do this suit this day, this suit this day. And then, you know, the amount of attraction that this suit got on, I believe it was Friday, I had to like double it back again on Saturday and then switch into Nightwing the second half of the con. But, you know, I'd rather fly than drive. So flying out of Nashville was a lot easier for me. But I had a buddy who took my suits as well. So
That ended up working. So Liz, for you it was a little different because you guessed at MegaCon, so you had a little more, probably more things you had to bring with you when it came to like prints, the comics, and the cosplays that you had. Like, what was your preparation look like when you before MegaCon?
Yeah, so like the day before, of course, I was fixing my Ahsoka Tano. Like I procrastinate so much. I was like re-gluing the boots because they were a little big and just packing everything from like body paint to contacts, and it was just chaotic. I think I went to bed like at 1 a.m. before we drove out the next day. And then of course, pens for signing. I have to have hot glue gun. I mean, actually my table was kind of like the place to come and like re-glue things because everybody was using it. I'm like, yeah, leave it connected, honestly. Like, and it was kind of nice to have a table because mainly it was like a safe space where we all hang out. When it was like there's too much going on, we're gonna go to like the table and like put music and hang out, and it was such a nice experience for me. Preparation wise, I knew I have all these guys as backup. Like if I was like, yo Jake, lend me your Mando right now because like my stuff broke, or 80, give me like your cowl or something, like I knew they have my back. So I didn't really stress out about, I didn't even have a sword. I had to go buy one, and my lightsabers broke, but we went to get some. So it wasn't like stressful. It was more like I wanted to make sure for the prints in the books that nothing happened to those things. So that was like my biggest, most important box per se. And then everything else, of course, I had to line it up like Tetris on weight size. Like my headpiece was the last thing that I went boop. And just like organizing. But the con itself, it was kind of nice to just have that place where we could all hang out and meet up. Where are we gonna meet? Oh, at least it was just easy, you know what I mean? And it was fun, and I had like the best music. Music.
You guys legit got "Don't Talk About Bruno" in my head for the
We
last
did.
2 days.
It was great.
I was like, holy hell.
Yeah.
So now outside of cosplay, Cole, what was your prep look like? Because I know you were really excited to attend, and you and I were like probably in discussion on what we're going to prep, how we're going to prep to do this, and how we're going to get there, what hotels to stay at, and all that stuff. Like, what did it look like for you?
Well, because I was used to doing New York, and that is in the fall, winter. So I knew going to Florida, it was going to be extremely hot. So it was literally t-shirts and tank tops and shorts. And that was pretty much it. Just making sure that I had, hand sanitizer, a couple extra masks and things like that. I spent more money at this con than I think I've spent at the New York Comic Con. Your fault. And just really being prepared. I was excited to be at a different con. I was excited to see different things. And I was just super excited to finally get to, besides Liz, I'd met a few people in New York, but like a lot of the people who were in my feed and I've seen their stuff forever, like Foggy, like Mask Mateo. I didn't even realize I had seen 80 for as long as I had until I met her in person. I'm like, wait a minute, I see her stuff in my feed all of the time. So I was really just excited to get to meet people that I've seen in my Instagram feed and talk to them forever.
Awesome. Hold on. We do have someone who's just about to join us. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have Seattle's Beauty. Hey, Sarah.
Hey.
I think you're. Oh, there we go. We got you. Thank you for joining. We're actually just going through like preparation for a con, especially like since a lot of us did travel to get here, to get to Orlando. What did that entail, and what did that look like for you?
For me,
Yeah.
definitely like deciding what to wear, and especially weather-wise, because I know I was kind of scared wearing Batgirl because I know Jake had his experience wearing Batman with like the cowl sweating and everything, and I thought I'd be like dripping before like the con, but luckily it wasn't that much of a problem. And making sure I had like a sewing kit just in case if like something tears, or just like patching quick things and adjustments, making sure I had all my makeup and hairspray for when I pin down my wig. Just like I had a whole list and like a checklist, making sure I had everything intact. Kind of like 2 weeks prepared before going to the con. So
Nice. Yeah, it's not easy, especially with you guys cosplaying and everything. You got to make sure you have everything you need and everything you might need, especially God forbid something does happen.
Yeah.
But there's always something that you miss.
Oh yeah.
Always something. Like I forgot my glue, my Elmer's glue for Ahsoka. So my eyebrows are really thick. And that was like when I was about to put the body paint in my eyebrows, I was like, no, something so simple. Something so simple, like the glue that I was like, that was like, white. There's always something people forget.
Yeah, even like I don't cosplay, but like I just got my book signed, and then I was like, oh shit, this person's going to be here, and I completely forgot they were going to be there, and I'm like, damn it, I really wanted to get stuff signed. But on my end, I was just pumped to like meet Archer.
Yeah.
Like I was happy to see him. I haven't seen him since 2018 in New York Comic Con, so it was nice to prepare for that. And just I think I had these are store folios. They like hold your comic books so they don't get dinged up or anything.
Wow.
So I had 5 of these, just full of comic books. I got everything signed, I think, luckily. But that's just my preparation. And then T-shirts.
Sunday you came in with like 1,000 pens of different colors, pink, orange. What do you want? Gold? Do you want this one? Use this one. I was like, oh my gosh, you're way more prepared than most of us. When it comes
like
to
me, like my first day of first grade. Like I just had like my backpack with like all my colored pencils, and that's what it reminded me of. Is like holding your stuff.
I'm gonna need one of those boxes you just showed us. I got if
Oh wow!
Yo, I heard that comic right there is fire.
Thank you guys.
That's a must-have.
The only thing
That's so cool.
The only thing it didn't come with was like a little heart on it. But
I'm so sorry. I signed his and I signed
were
Batman's.
there any X's and O's? Anything?
Nothing,
man.
Damn,
nothing.
son.
To be honest with you, I don't think I got a heart either.
Guys, come on, it's Batman. Like, he gets a heart. That's it. It is what it is. You know this.
Drop it. Drop.
80's like my sister. Mateo's like my brother. There's no heart. You just live in my heart. But Batman.
Okay.
I can't. I was crushing in so many I had like so many crushes of like, what is it called? Fantastical? I don't know. What is that called?
Like fantasy?
No, not fantasy. Don't turn this into anything, weird. But
it's getting there.
Armor.
Like yes, like fake characters. What is that called?
Fictional.
Yeah.
And oh my god, it was like when I saw 80 and Jake as Mando and Bo-Katan, I was like, oh my god. Oh my god.
I would also like to go on record that Lis used my my Mando helmet as a makeup mirror.
Oh yeah,
he was like, put your head down.
So shiny. It was perfect.
Yeah.
That reflection's
And then
helpful.
Batman, like for me, is like so I was like crushing everybody. It's like, oh my
To
gosh.
be honest, at one point when we linked up, I had to use your reflective hair. So
My what?
for Jake, I used his visor when I go clean off my face off the sweat behind Jeff booth. And I was like, hold on, stay still.
I
Great.
know it was great. It was great.
Yeah. Who knew?
I was behind a helmet.
Thank you
so I
guys
didn't
for
need any of that.
the help with the comic and like supporting it. It was really cool. Today was really cool. James Wan actually liked my picture.
Nice.
I know, and I was just like so excited because he's gonna be, the executive producer of the show for Netflix for Noctera, and I was like, that's pretty cool. Like the comic and the first official cosplay of anybody cosplaying Val, and I was just like screaming. So I had to share this with you guys. That I was like so happy. And Tony Daniel, and Scott retweeted, and I was just like, this is the biggest fulfillment as a cosplayer, doing this character justice and respect,
Yeah.
which we all do, and that's why you're my friends, because we try to do it like original character justice, everything that we all do here.
Yeah.
So I love that, and I was very proud and happy. And
y'all
y'all helped me to get there, so I really love you guys.
Huge accomplishment. So congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Awesome, honey.
It was cool to
guys,
watch too, like just to watch people interact and like to see people even like learn about the character through seeing you. Like who is this? Like and getting you to like give them a little taste of who Val is, and it was just cool to watch. And it was just like we were like all cheerleaders, like
you guys are freaking awesome. You made my day. You're like so supportive, and I'm very grateful.
I had a good time being a photographer.
Oh
Dude,
my! But all my pictures,
you
I
were
look like a
MVP,
midget.
dude.
I was like, from like high up. I was like, everybody's tagging me now, and I'm resharing, and I'm like, Dave took that picture. Dave took that picture.
Yeah.
I'm like this. Everybody's like this big from this angle.
Times I rewatched that reel.
Oh, same. It's the best.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was great.
Literally the greatest.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Just the music too.
Well, I don't know what triggered everyone giving me a high five Friday night, but that was pretty funny too.
I don't know either where that came from.
They was like, put your hand up, high five, and I was like, all right, I guess this is what we're doing. Even the one employee.
Yeah.
That's the one of my video. I was like, she ran all the way. She got like some impulse.
Yeah.
And she went in hardcore, and we all cheering. And then we did the Snapchat thing. I have so many fun memories. Like, I think that little reel that I just posted has like a summary of like perfect little moments. The only ones that I could capture with my phone.
Yeah.
But I had so much fun. Like, it was such a fun con.
Yeah, it was really well put together. What really helped was the AC, because
Yeah.
like when I walked from my hotel, and I was like, yo, it's freaking hot. I'm sweating. I got this like 50-pound backpack. And the moment you walk into like that like garage area, that cold air hits.
It was
you,
cold.
Like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah, you felt it.
My dad was cold at some times. He was like, like, you should have cosplayed.
Hold on, I think I just heard someone else come in. Did we get her? Nope. Someone went in and disappeared. Okay, sorry guys. So like, so you guys had to prep to get to this con. God knows how many, how much you spent on packing, prepping, making sure that everything's all good. What was your expectations going in, and like, did this con meet your expectations? Just go around the room, Foggy.
Oh yeah. I mean, for me, this was really my first, I would say, big con that I'd even ever been to. Most of the stuff I'd been to, I mean, before the biggest one was Hall Map, but I never like actually went in. I was just outside the whole time dying. So for me, it was just surreal to see that many people. Friday was great. Saturday got a little nuts. Like there was a lot. It was like it tripled in size on Saturday. But I mean, for me, you just, or at least what I try to do is just take advantage of the rare opportunity that so many people that you're close with, but you don't get to see very often, or like, people that you've always, wanted to meet, guys like Mateo, who I've talked to for, I don't know, close to 2 years, and it's the first time I get a chance to meet, and to just kind of just take advantage of everybody in the same room. And really that's what makes it special. I mean, of course, like the celebrity meets are cool. Dressing up and taking pictures with, kids and people is cool. But at the end of the day, I found at each con I went to, I come out just being like, remembering the little moments you have with your friends. So yeah, it definitely met my expectations, because I got to hang with all my people. It was cool.
It's awesome. How about you, 80?
It definitely met my expectation. I had so much fun. Like, it was just a great experience, Like, one, I know I gush all over you, Liz. I love you. I'm sorry, you're my bestie, but seeing my girl really get like her recognition, for all of her hard work, and just seeing that, like, really just, I had so much pride in my heart for her. Seeing that,
I
it was
love you,
great. I love you too, honey. And then just meeting people, just like what Jake was saying, like meeting people that you see online all the time, and you're like, oh wow, that's dope work. You're doing amazing. And working with different photographers, like I seen Jeff Jenkins shooting with Mateo and Nashville Night, and his work is amazing. And you want to work with these photographers, and then through these events, you're able to do that. So being able to work with them was absolutely insane. And then just meeting creators, and then some. At the end of the day, it was a great con. I had so much fun. It was a blast. So yeah, it definitely met my expectations.
Hold on, we're gonna add one more person to this. The panel is getting bigger.
And
Hey.
hi,
It's Nene. I was like, who is it? It's my Nene.
She made it. Awesome. So continue. How about Cole? How about you, buddy? What was your expectations with this con? How did you feel about it afterwards? Did it meet it?
No, it exceeded it. Because again, just from talking to you, from you telling me who was going to be there, and then, going first to go see Liz after I walked around for a little bit, it's like, oh, okay, get to see Liz. Meet Liz's dad. Okay, before I go any further, Liz's dad, I have to say, was probably the best part of the con for me, because that guy is just awesome.
Yeah.
Just like talking to him, getting his perspective. I mean, I found myself, I was like, okay, don't just talk to him. Go talk to some other people or go walk around, because I just could have stood there and talked to him the whole time. And what I really loved about that was, like our parents love us and they support us, but how many of us really at any age would be able to get one of our parents to sit with us for 3 or 4 days at something like this? I was like, sometimes get my mom to go to the movies. Sometimes she's like, yeah, I don't feel like going today. Fine. But I just love the fact that he stayed there and he supported her. And I just thought that was awesome. But just like I said, meeting everyone who's here, it's like my Instagram feed come to life, getting to talk to Jake, getting to meet Addie. Like I see Liz's stuff and she does Wonder Woman, and then she's got Hippolyta. And I was used to seeing her with the blonde hair. So when I realized that's Hippolyta, and I'm like, wow. And then Mateo, I didn't realize that was him until you reminded me of his niche on his, and I'm like, oh, that's him. I'm like, okay, I didn't recognize. So it was like getting to meet and see people in person. And I was just telling one of my friends that the quality of everyone's costumes it really blew me away, because the one thing that people ask me, well, what do they look like in person, or what do the costumes look like in person? And I'm like, these are movie level costumes. You guys are in things that I think if I put them on for 5 minutes, I would rip them off screaming, because I just couldn't deal with being in something that hot for as long as you guys are in these costumes. It was just great. I told you when we were out to eat, I'm like, we're sitting here with our Instagram feed. And I mean,
That's so funny.
I had the best time. And, the past couple of years, none of us have really gotten out of the house that much. So it was nice to get out of the house, be around people, meet new people. And the other thing that I really, really liked was the camaraderie, and how everyone there, the only agenda everyone had was to see and meet people. So yeah, I had a great time. I was like you, I was still on a high when I was coming back Sunday night. So
I had a high too, and I got kicked in the face when I went to work this morning, so that's gone.
Hi.
How
You
about
didn't get
Liz?
the kick. No, the kick in the face was coming home to a flat tire at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I had a great time when I got back home Sunday night.
You guys,
That is kick in the face.
Yeah.
Dang, man.
Yeah. How about you, Liz? How was your total experience and expectations to the MegaCon?
It was really good. Like, I've never guessed it before at a convention. Like, when I went to New York, C2E2, I was invited to attend Vero True Social's booth for a few hours, but it wasn't like carry everything, get there early, change 2 outfits every single day. Um, just like I'm out of voice, like my feet are like in pain. It exceeded my expectations. I was treated so well as a guest. Like I have no complaints. My friends felt like I said earlier, like happy around my space, which is what made me the proudest. And they were welcomed there. It was like a good, spacious area, and I don't know. I was just very happy to see everybody having a good time. The only thing I heard was like it was so crowded for some people. I had like the little pass that I was able to like skip some of the lines and going a little earlier. You also had it. You had the press pass, David. But like I heard, if you were late and try to come in, like parking was horrible because it was like so many people were so excited, and the signal too. Jake got lost. I don't even know how many times I was trying to reach him.
Yep.
Besides those two things that I saw my friends struggling with, so it hurt me as well. I was like, no way, no, I don't know, what can I do for you? Everything was cool. Like we had a good. My neighbor Jeff had electricity, so I took a little like extension cord from Walmart that I got, and he lent me some. And my other neighbor was like taking pictures, and we all helped each other. Like she had a ring light, Tiana. What's it? Tiara.
Tierra
Tierra
Bree.
Bree.
Tierra Bree.
Tierra Bree, yeah.
She was so freaking fun and cool, and it was just like really nice. It really exceeded my expectations as a guest. I felt great. I felt safe. I felt protected. I felt that they really took care of the people. And I had Paul from Fan Expo come every freaking like 2 hours, like, hey, remember we have water and we have a break room over here if you ever want to sit down, take a break. I was like, okay. It was amazing. Like,
Nice.
I didn't listen to his advice, but so I ended up. One thing I learned from this con was like take breaks, set boundaries, like take care of yourself. Besides that, it was an awesome experience.
Nice. Yeah, definitely set boundaries because like even like I think it was Sunday, we're like, oh, we're gonna go for a quick walk. And it was like
Great
30
walk.
minutes, 30 minutes later of like we took 5 steps.
It's so hard to say no to people that come in so excited to take a
Yeah.
picture. That's what you dress up for, well, not for, but like you're kind of like calling it upon yourself. Like you're just cool. Like you see a Mandalorian with Baby Yoda, like who doesn't want to take a picture with him? Especially if you end up in the 501st area. Like that's it. It's your fault because you look awesome.
That was nuts. That whole experience over there, like it was, to kind of put it in perspective, we went to the 501st area and everybody just like got out of the way and they were just like in us, and we just like looked around and there were just like cameras.
We had such a cool
everywhere.
Star Wars group. Like 80 looks so badass. Like I can't, she's like my best friend, and seeing her in like that Bo-Katan look, and I was just like, you look so strong and like badass. Like I'm terrified. We need to do Ahsoka and Bo-Katan content because I was like, huh?
I said it. Was my service out?
We got you.
We got you.
No, we good.
Okay. I was like, no, we definitely have to do that. We have to do some content together.
How about you, Mateo?
I didn't have any expectations. I'll be 100% honest with you, man. I just want to show up, surprise people with this, walk around without any of this muggle clothes, and pray God that nobody recognized me. And it was fun. It was dope. The biggest thing I enjoy the most, I mean, obviously, getting up, showing off your cosplay, putting your look there, but really I like after convention stuff and just being able to hang out with, mutuals and friends, new friends, kind of just, all of this and kind of setting it to the side, like, yeah, we do it, like it, like a certain aspect of it. We all have that in common, but at the end of the day, we're all, for the most part, pretty normal, and we all had a great time, especially whenever we all
Pretty normal.
linked up.
Try to be normal.
Yeah, like, well, everyone here, we all were, at the dinner afterwards, outside and having those little cinnamon donut balls and ball arcade. Yeah, it was just tons of fun. So my expectations were met or exceeded because I just kind of like to wing it and don't set expectations. So
it's kind of the best way to do it. Like with, if there's no expectations, there's no disappointment. So it's like,
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a good way to look at it. How about you, Sarah?
I honestly, it actually was better than last year, because I got to meet more like new people that I've been mutuals for like 2 years, especially Liz. Like I was so excited to see Liz for the first time and hanging out with you guys. Like definitely my favorite part was when we were all out of our costumes and having fun at the dinner, and Jared had a great time as well, and just everyone giving off positive vibes and stuff like that. And just, yeah, it could either go bad or it could either go good, but it actually just went fantastic. But yeah, Saturday was pretty crazy. My feet were killing me as Wonder Woman, and it was awesome seeing some of my celeb friends. Like I got to see one of my friends from Cobra Kai, who I haven't seen in Atlanta for a while. But yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah, Saturday was hectic. I think I was told that they sold out the 70,000 tickets for Saturday alone.
70,000 tickets?
Yeah, just for Saturday. And that's, that's not including media pass, exhibitors, none of that. So there must have been about maybe 75 to like 77,000 people at that con that day. Also, Megacon, they set the record to the most people that had in a con. I think it was over 140,000 this weekend.
Holy shit.
So I think so it's like, I think from everything that happened this week, I think they established themselves as the third biggest con in the country right now, because between San Diego and New York, C2E2 sat in third for a minute. I think Megacon just crushed all those numbers, and we just legit hung out at one of the biggest fucking cons. Legit.
That's great.
How about you, Nina? How was your expectations and all the other stuff for Megacon?
I loved it. I haven't been to MegaCon in a few years. It's been a long time. So my expectations were like low. So I was just happy to get out. Honestly, I was just happy to get out of the house. But I thought it was great. I thought it was fun. It was super crowded. I think about like I call it happy hour between like 2 and 3. Everyone's crowded, but that's honestly like I think that was the most complaint out of everybody. But I mean, if you haven't been to a con in a long time, like dude, MegaCon's always packed. If you've been to New York, it's packed. Like San Diego, I haven't been, but I bet it's packed. But I loved it. I brought out a new cosplay. People loved it. I was mostly concerned. I was like, do you recognize me? And some people were like, oh, wait, okay. It's a new Harley. And I'm like, yeah. But other than that, like, I thought it was great. I took a lot of photos. I got to meet Jay and Silent Bob, so that was fun. It was a long freaking wait, and it was kind of chaotic. But other than that, like, I thought it was great. I thought it was fun. The only thing about it I didn't like was, like, the Wi-Fi. I was going to try to, like, let some fans know on Instagram, like, where I'm at, or do some TikToks while I'm, like, chilling. But I couldn't even do that. So that was the only thing that I was like, I wish I had more Wi-Fi or at least some service. Other than that, I freaking loved it. I loved seeing everybody again that I haven't seen in a few years. And I like meeting new people. I saw a couple people that from SuperCon a few years ago. I loved it. I thought it was great. I had a good time.
Yeah, I noticed that like this is my first time going to MegaCon, and I was like, it really had a great impression compared to all the cons I've been to. Like last year I was at C2E2, I was in New York Comic Con, I went to another fan expo, and I was like, yo, this shit was dope. I'm like, all right, I guess I got to add this to the yearly rotation, because I was just like, just the energy was there. You get in your con zone, like you go to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning and you wake up at 7. It's like you ain't even tired because you just focus on going to the con. And like I hear all the stories about you guys working on your
That was
cosplay in the middle
Friday
of the
night.
night. Yeah. Friday night, 3:00 in the morning. All right, gotta
I
get
think
up
I
at
had like
7:30.
3 hours of sleep on Friday night to go to Saturday, and I only went one day, and I was like, "Let's go!" I know me and 80 were like,
Yeah, we like go to bed Friday night. We're like, all right, see you on 15. Like, we'll see you at the con. Like, that's cool. Let's go.
really.
Yeah, it's like the energy is like just there, regardless how much sleep you have. And then you hear of people working on their cosplays at 5:00 in the morning, and then it's just like you're there first thing in the morning. It's like wow, like you don't have that energy to go to work every day, but come con season or going to a con, it's like, all right, cool, got to get up, got to get some work done.
You guys were getting up at 5 a.m.
I think I went to bed at like 4, and then me and 80 woke up. 80 woke up before me. I was up at like 7:30. I think you were up at like what 6:37. I was like,
yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
I think Friday I woke up at 6. No, Friday I was up at 5:30. Thank God Cole texted me on Saturday because I woke up and I was like, I thought my phone said 6 and it said 8. And I was like, oh shit, I'm late. Gotta eat. Gotta get the hell out of here because Friday was fun. Friday was so much fun.
Fun.
So much fun. How about like when like the power went out and that's how they kick you out of the arcade?
I mean, we all knew you just went.
We all knew you just you
I
were
was just
just
trying to
there.
play. I was in the middle of a game, man.
I think it was Lis
Right? We thought we're like, where's Dave? And then we saw you coming back. We're getting 80's phone.
I was like,
That's right.
That's how you kick people out. Just turn everything off. And I'm like, nah, I ain't done yet.
Well, when
That's
Liz
what
showed
they
me
do
the
to my
picture, and you were
gym.
when Liz showed me the picture that you were still sitting at the game, I'm like, well, how was he still playing if the power was out?
You look like
It
a
was
meme.
right before.
Like literally, you look like a meme.
I was patient as hell. Just like, come on, can you turn on now, please turn on.
It was fun.
So you were sitting at a blank screen waiting for it to turn back on.
Yep. I'm very patient. If you haven't noticed yet, I'm
He's so
very
tired.
patient.
You
He's
are
probably
patient.
tired.
I'm gonna
Like,
give you that. You're super patient.
So how's the post-con blues? Have you guys have been going through that yet? Because
Yeah.
like I hit it today when I got into my car and I was going to work because that's not as fun as going to a con. And it was like damn, I don't want to go to work right now. Like I want to go to another con real quick. And it's like that down period after a con, it just sucks. Like Joran, did you guys go through that yet? Or
I'm glad to be home.
I'm happy to be home too. I miss my people, like
Yeah.
I think I went through a thing where I'm just so used to like I'm like definitely a people person. So I'm just like driving home, like calling Liz, calling Nina, calling Jake. They're like, what are you guys doing? Talk to me. I miss you guys. So it's like one of those things where it's just like I miss my people, It's like you're so used to having everybody together. And then you're, by yourself, and you're like, well, I'm only, like you get like that. But realistically, it's nice to be home with my dogs, and playing with them. Like, it's great. But yeah, like, and then, just mending afterwards,
drinking that tea.
Yep.
Hey.
Yeah, it's real too. No, go ahead, Mateo. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't get the con blues. It's dope to see everybody, but I think it's only because like Nashville Night and I are pretty much inseparable. So like I'm all down there. We either got a photo shoot or we're just out there, kicking back, having some cigars, swimming at the pool. Constant
Nice.
So.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just like surreal too. Is first of all, I fell asleep on a conference call at work on Monday, and I was like, oh, like I'm definitely not back yet. But like it was like around 11:30 on Monday, and I just happened to look down at my phone, and I'm like, literally 2 days ago, like I'm standing with Liz taking a picture of Brendan Fraser, and like today I'm just staring at a computer and just is like,
this ain't fun.
Like I just want to go back. You know what I mean? Like, and of course it is good to be home and like back in your own bed and your team, but it's just like part of you was like, did that just did that happen?
Right.
Did that really just happen?
I was just watching The Mummy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, like this is him. Like
I
I
met
met
him.
him dressed up. Not just met him, but it's like met him dressed up as Evie. I
Yeah.
was like, I can't believe that happened. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's a character that I looked up to so much since. I mean, I don't even know how many times I watched that movie.
Yeah.
Since it came out,
Did
probably
you
watch it.
that when you showed up, the first thing he yelled out was Evie.
Yeah, he was like, Evie, you never called. You never called back. You never cared. And then he held my hand, and it was just like, I was
Yeah.
like, this is happening. Like, he was so happy about it. And
Yeah.
he probably made so many Evies and so many Ricks, but it was like the special treatment to each one of us that
Yeah.
it's like if you read everybody's post who met him, it was like special in a way. So I
Yeah.
was like,
And we
that's
were
so
talking
cool.
about that too. Just like, how long have we even talked about doing Evie and Rick? From
And then
like
we ended up
months.
doing it with Brendan Fraser.
And then you
That's
do it with Brendan
crazy.
Fraser, and then like even in our picture, you just see like he
He's
looks
like-
proud. He's just like, yeah, like he's like, this is great, and it was wild, but
That's
so
pretty dope.
nice.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
I
cool.
heard nothing but great things about everyone who met him, and I was
He's
like,
so loved.
I gotta start doing that, like pictures with celebs.
It's my first time doing a photo op. I've never done it before, and I walked up and I told the lady because she has prints. I wanted him to sign my little Evie necklace, but I was like, that's not gonna happen. Maybe he'll sign my ticket, And then I cut it and put it in my necklace. And so they had prints, and I was like, Dad, give me my wallet. So my dad walked all the way here, and when I did the line, I was like, how much for a print? She's like, oh, it's free, honey. It comes with your thing. And I was like, oh. She's like, you're so sweet. Like, she treated me like it was my first time. I don't know. And she's like, I really like that one. I'm like, I like that one too. So I just grabbed it. But I was like, I didn't know how it worked at all. I was so scared.
That's adorable.
I sounded so dumb. I was like, how much for the print?
Hey, it's a
Not
valid
a lot of
question.
people know that. You really don't. Like once you take the photo, you're just like, okay, bye, or you get like you guys pay. Some people like sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
Like depending on the convention or whatever.
It's so weird and so cool.
No. What were all of y'all's favorite cosplay to wear?
Mine was Evie.
Batgirl, Evie.
I gotta go Mando.
Catwoman, easy
Mando
because it was so easy.
I only have one. It was Harley.
Oh,
that was so dope. You looked
Yeah, the Harley was
amazing. I
dope.
think
It
it's
was
my
amazing.
favorite
That was like
Harley you've done
movie replica.
because just I think the red of that dress.
It was comfy. Like it was
Yeah.
like it was fun because I usually like last time I went to Megacon, I was in the squad Harley, like the air cut, and that was stilettos all day. And I was like, I'm dying. And
You can see it because Harley is so like crazy and like acrobatic and stuff, and like you're
Yeah.
with the heels. I mean, it's sexy, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
Thank you.
But this one, I felt like you were literally Harley, like so jumpy all over the place and comfortable and like, and it was so pretty because it was like that dress. It was gorgeous, and the
Dude,
red
it was
popped so
gorgeous.
hardcore.
It was the same chick, Molly Eugen, I think it was.
And the
Amazing.
javelin
Oh, dude.
looked
The
legit. Like I
javelin
thought it was
like-
gonna be heavy.
No, it was perfect. It was perfect. Well done. This guy, DK Prop Shop, shout out, man. He was great. He freaking nailed it right away. I was like, I hit him up. I was like, can you do it? I know it's a rush. I'll pay extra. And he's like, don't worry. Like, I got you.
Amazing.
And he shipped it right away. And I was like, it's for Megacon, Con Crunch. And it was perfect. I was like the cherry on the top. I do love this cosplay. I'm glad I like debuted it.
I
want to
love
definitely shoot
It's so
shoot
beautiful.
some
in
stuff
here.
in it.
Like, seriously.
I thought it was fun. It was perfect.
Sarah,
Yeah.
you said Batgirl, right?
Yeah, Batgirl.
Hell yeah. Gotta have more.
The Batgirl was
so
dope.
What about you, dude? Was it Cyclops? Was that your favorite this time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this time, yeah, just because it was
Debut.
comfy. Cyclops and Nightwing are always my top twos now.
I know 80s is Moon Knight.
I know.
Oh.
I fangirled all over Moon Knight. It is.
Moon
what it
Knight's
is.
dope. I do love the Moon Knight. I think you need to do
Fire.
Mr. Knight. Like that's
People are pressing for it. We'll see.
Please.
So you
Friday or
sassy.
no, it was Thursday. Yeah, Thursday flew by so fast for me that I did not even remember being in Moon Knight. It was so quick.
Yeah, Thursday was
Is
only
that a
like
real
5
like
hours.
Steve thing happening going on? Like,
Was I Steve or was I Mark?
Oh
I
yeah,
See your
Steve
moon
Mark.
because it's literally the best Moon Knight I've seen, especially Jared as well.
Thank you so much.
dude, I didn't know that there was a what was it? Danny showed me. There was, I mean, not to hate on your Moon Knight was dope, but there was like two. There was like Moon Knight, Mr. Knight, and then there was what's his name? What's his name? Khonshu.
Yeah,
and they were like all three of them were right there, and I was like, dude, where were they? I couldn't find them though.
They were sick. There was one that was like 6 gigantic. It had the helmet and everything. I was just like,
I love that.
Damn,
there was actually I saw that guy. There's a video of that guy you're talking about, and he's skipping, and I'm like, that's talent. Like you're skipping on
He's skipping with the other two. They're just like,
Yeah.
I thought that was the coolest thing. I was like, damn, I get to see a picture of them.
all that. I was just stoked to finally, well, obviously just cosplay, but did not expect to really think about other X-Men cosplayers that were there. So I got really like giddy about it because, of course, with like Batman cosplay, you always find like, you know, the Red Hoods, Robins, Batman, Nightwings, all of them together, which is always great. But I didn't, for some reason, I just went over my head and I'm like, oh, wait, there's X-Men cosplayers here too. So there's Gambit, Rogue, Jean Grey, Phoenix, Wolverine. I was just stoked to be a part of that.
Yeah, that was cool. You got a lot of good pictures with that team. So, what's next for everyone? Like, what's the next con that you guys are planning on attending? I have a list.
I'm gonna try to do SuperCon. I'm gonna try.
Please, everyone, come to
SuperCon,
SuperCon. I'll be
SuperCon, we
guesting
have to
at
support
Florida
80. 80's a guest
Right.
at SuperCon.
You're
It's
guesting?
I'm
No.
guesting. They asked me to be a guest judge, so I'm really excited. It's my first time doing that, so I'm excited. So Florida SuperCon is definitely my next one.
You're gonna be judging the what do you like cosplay contest?
Judging, yeah.
Nice.
And I think that's
Wait.
July 8th to the 10th, right?
Cosplay contest?
Yeah.
What? Sorry, I didn't know that. Tiny bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to attend that one. My next one's actually Dallas, which is
That's June. No, is it June or July?
Yeah, June 17th to the 19th.
Yeah. I definitely want to hit that one up for sure. Go back home.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Telling me, man.
Brandon, Mr. Convention over here, just travel.
Me? Me? No. Right. Where are you at? Where are you?
I don't know.
We're all a little different.
A little different. You're
I
like
was like
way over. I can't even touch you, but you're like.
you know what? I'm pointing this way, and my thing is pointing the opposite direction, and I'm dyslexic.
Yeah.
So it's just like right here is Fog, right down here is Mateo, across this way. See, this
Like
is my dyslexia, Liz.
You look like the Brady Bunch right now, just like
Yeah.
That's gonna take a lot of coordination.
Yeah.
It's literally like the Brady Bunch.
Literally.
I don't know.
How about any other projects you guys are working on? Any other cosplays that you want to premiere soon? Or
I'm actually not. This is not my real hair. I was actually getting ready to cosplay Jane Foster, and I was like, well, I guess I'll join in as, you know, with my blonde wig and my weird makeup that I'm still not done doing, but I was trying to get it. I got the Sim cosplay order to try it on. 80 has a coupon code, y'all, for Sim, and I'm representing my girl. And it's you get a discount. I think it's the Super 80 discount. So I'm gonna wear it and give her a shout out. And then that's my next thing I'm doing. That's why I look like this. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not. It's a great color though. I'm like,
I love it.
You got all
I
of
was
you
like,
guys-
what is this?
We're getting the same costume from the same company.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I wanted to give it a try. I mean, 80s works with them, and she's an ambassador. And,
Same.
you know,
She gave me the hookup.
dude, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
There we go. We got good people, like the same vibes. We all like
Exactly.
going that way. But yeah, just supporting my girl.
That's
But I am that's what I'm working next. I don't know. I said it out loud first because I'm like the obvious elephant in the room. It's like, what's wrong with this?
Well, when I hopped on, when I hopped on, I was like, who is that in the middle?
That's
and I had to look, and I saw the name. I'm like, wow, she doesn't even look like Liz.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like I'm trying to like fix my eyebrows and I'm still not done. But I'm gonna cosplay tonight. Get it going.
Crush it.
So I gotta leave in a little bit because it's gonna get really late here. But I want to hear you guys what you have to say. What's your next big one, Jake?
I like keep trying to these new things. So it was Mando. I wanted to do like a full armor thing. And then the next one I want to do, I'm doing a Geralt from The Witcher.
Yes.
Henry's. So the wig just came today. Got the full like black armor. And for people who know, like I live on a farm, so I think I'm gonna try and do my first shoot with one of the horses and stuff like that, and really try and make it like real cinematic. So, which is next? Gonna try something a little different.
I'm excited.
Be real sick.
80. I'm like running this. Sorry, Dave. I'm like running your show.
This is your show.
It's getting to be my show.
80, ding for 80.
Hey, I'm actually. Hey guys, I'm 80.
I'm sorry.
Hi.
I had a moment. Hi. I'm gonna actually. I love you guys. I'm gonna be doing Thor, a gender band Thor. So like that's next coming up.
Are you gonna get the Loki tattoo on your back as well?
Well, I want to see that Thor.
They
all right.
Trailer.
As long as it's one of those ones that come off, like those tattoos that like wash off, I could do that. I'm down for that.
You're gonna have to commit to the character, 80. Yeah, sorry.
I'm down.
Go all in.
We'll all excited to watch, sure, but
that'd be pretty funny, actually. To
no,
have
actually,
somebody.
now that you said that, I was just like,
No, I know, but like you know how like you have cardboard and you paint like the pixelated, like the Sims when they're naked, but it's pixelated skin color.
Yes.
I've seen this cardboard so you can glue here and here, and people walk around with like a skin suit thing, and it's so funny to me. You should do that for Thor.
hey.
I need to do that for glasses. It's actually pretty clever.
It's really funny. And
You should
Mateo's
do
like,
that.
Yeah, Mateo needs to do that.
Go ahead and link me that. Go ahead. But
No, I think I might bring back shit. I might borrow somebody's Lady Thor.
There you go.
But honestly, like my mind is looking on the Thor train, but I think I'm probably gonna I'm gonna make the Harley Quinn show outfit. So that's like the next Harley thing I'm gonna do. I got the pattern, I just gotta like make it. But before then I'm gonna try to like throw in some cranberries, maybe a little bit of Wanda, maybe a little bit
cranberries.
Yeah.
Did you
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, Nina, like House of Dragons coming out, you should do a Targaryen.
Yeah,
right now.
that's actually coming up. That's actually like a long time coming. I've been working on that for like 2 years that I haven't finished, but I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna like get some things up. I forgot that's coming out soon. So okay, probably not the back burner, but Daenerys is coming.
They're Targaryen, or you could do one of the new characters from that Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, the one with the silver armor.
Yeah.
Oh yes, you look just like that girl actually.
Which
Oh
one?
my gosh! Now I'll send you a picture of the girl we're talking about.
Okay.
No, like you would cry. You look just like her. Now you just said it. Yeah, I'm gonna send that to you.
What about you, Sarah?
Sarah?
Mic check to Sarah.
Yeah, sorry.
What about you?
Coming next.
I said Thor.
Oh, also Thor.
Yeah, also I actually have Susie making me a Mary Marvel costume because Zach highly requested me to do a Shazam cosplay, and I'm wearing it to the Shazam 2 premiere this year.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Nice.
They're gonna go Shazam.
What about you, Cole?
Yeah, who you bringing, Cole?
Please, can you cosplay, Cole?
You know, it's funny y'all asked that. I was thinking today, like, is there anybody I would be interested in cosplaying? And in all actuality, one came to mind. I'm not going to say who it is, but it's the one character that I have been in love with for a long time. And it's not a DC character, Dave, but it's a very well-known character. And I was thinking maybe for New York Comic Con, I'll go ahead and do it. But I was literally thinking today, is there a character that I want to do? So
Just a secret.
So
well, I don't want to commit to it because I could change my mind. No, because I know you will give me crap about it forever until the day Comic Con shows up. But I was literally sitting here while I was supposed to be working, and I trailed off, and I started Googling the character, and I was like, I think I could do this. I'll give you a hint. It's a bald head involved, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Professor X. Yeah.
Black
It's
Adam.
Marvel.
No.
And it's the Fender.
It's Bedlam.
Is it? What's his name? What's his name? That's been astrophysics. Myself. Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Wait,
do that.
it's Bedlam, isn't it?
No, man, he's gonna do what's this? What's
head?
the people
Vin
with
Diesel.
the jacked up from the Fenders. What's his name?
Luke Cage.
Oh, Luke Cage.
No, that would require me to stop eating carbs. That's not gonna happen.
But you kind of fit, and you have like
no.
He's gonna do Blade.
Oh no!
You
I
know
just
what?
saw that face. That one got him.
I hadn't thought about that.
But now he is looking at it.
I hadn't thought about that. I was like, but that's actually not a bad idea.
Someone
you
put
can also
some in
do
your head.
Aquaman. I feel.
No, that would require me to stop eating carbs. See, I need to do something
Why
that
are
I
we
can wear.
not eating carbs?
No.
Come on.
No.
Eat your carbs.
No.
Tell us.
No, but I literally had the screen pulled up while I should be working. So when anybody from work watches this, they'll know at least one part during the day I was Googling characters that I might be cosplaying in November.
You know, I'm so excited for this. I can't wait.
I can't wait either. Whoa.
That's the best.
Now it begins.
Who you cosplaying, Gabe?
The cosplaying begins, and you're like, oh, and, you know, and then you're gonna have a list of things that you want to do, and you're like, I'm never gonna get to it.
Yeah,
One
and you're
day.
gonna be like, I'm gonna do one character and one character only, and then 18 characters later, you're gonna be like, what happened? Like, what happened?
Wow. Okay, you read my mind because I said I'm only going to do this one character.
That's not the way it works.
That's where it begins.
Yeah, because
I'm really excited.
My little journey started with this guy, and now it kept
Mateo, I know you keep things secret and you like to surprise, but any hints?
Nope.
Okay.
That's it. His eyes are going to be covered.
Have you met Dave?
Yeah.
Objection, hearsay. Didn't happen.
The next cosplay is
It's
gonna be reversed. It's gonna be reversed. The eyes show, but the whole face is not gonna show.
It's gonna be Joey from Friends.
Joey don't share food.
Who was it? No, it was Jake. The first time I actually took off my visor, wet, and he's like, "Dude, you do look like Joey." I'm like, back on.
How you doing?
I think it's because
How
like
you doing?
also on top of it, like I've just heard like Lis all this time, like he looks like Joey from Friends. So like I'm already like prepping for it, and I'm like, well, she ain't wrong.
Says Joey.
How you doing?
It's awesome.
So yeah, that's awesome. I'm looking forward to see you guys in your cosplays. I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys at these cons. 80, I'll do my best to go to SuperCon. I promise. I support you.
Please be there. It'd be great to see all of you guys there. So if you can make it, that'd be great. If not, I still love you.
I just
you might see me in New York, so
New York, yeah. I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to actually jump on here and chat. It was great meeting a lot of you. Me being the nerd that I am, again, like you guys are, as Cole said, you guys are part of my feed. Most of my feed has been you guys for several years. And you know, after the last 2 years in the pandemic and people not being able to travel and go to cons, all that stuff, it's nice to finally hang out and just feel all that positivity that we went through this weekend. Like it was unreal, it was great, and it's addicting, right? Like you surround yourself by good people and you wanna keep that in your circle. I want to thank you guys for that. To anyone listening and watching, follow every single person on this screen. Make sure you stop them and say what's up and take pictures when you go to cons. Be respectful. And until next time, guys, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
Thank you.